Utopia meaning an imagined place or state of things in which everything is perfect. In the aim of reaching the perfect city, our NGO Utopia was founded in 2012. Its first main goal was to raise public awareness and advocating for citizens' rights in Tripoli away from political organizations and parties. At that time, where internal conflicts between Jabal Muhsin and Bab al-Tabbani were still running, leaving behind a fully destroyed area, Utopia conducted its first campaign aiming not only to ensure the citizens' socio-economic and service-based rights, but also to urge the government to redevelop the abandoned marginalized areas and to include Tripoli in the development policies. Originally launched by a small group of enthusiastic social activists, Utopia is now a structured local organization composed of approximately 25 employees and more than 50 local volunteers, who all share a set of core values and principles of social justice, development, volunteerism, neutrality, equality, and citizenship. Today, with our 5 programs, we are able to cover all the aspects of our community lives. Community Service Program concentrates on the rehabilitation and beautification of neighborhoods, especially in the marginalized, conflict-prone areas. It includes rehabilitations of schools and decorating stairways and walls with paintings and graffiti, beautification and restoration of public spaces, installation of garbage cans and bins along the sidewalks with shelters that isolate them from rain and sunlight exposure. In addition, we organize frequent relief campaigns for the collection of in-kind and financial aid, and we make use of our private sector connections to collect clothes, shoes, blankets, food and medicine, and other supplements to help both Lebanese and Syrian communities in need. Youth Empowerment Program. This program is directed towards men and women aged between 15 and 35 years old. Through this program, we offer employment services, which assist youth in finding jobs through linking them to specialists in the private sector and organizing capacity building trainings to gain personal and professional skills. Youth dialogue sessions, where participants from different social backgrounds and educational levels meet and share their opinions and concerns, aiming at bridging the gaps between young living in the disadvantaged areas and those living in the more advantaged areas in Tripoli. Sports and recreational activities, such as football tournaments and frequent friendly matches for youth, aiming to empower youth capabilities and helping them to become catalysts of peace building and positive change in their communities. Women Empowerment Program. It includes awareness-raising courses on a variety of issues such as drug abuse, personal and public hygiene, cancer, diabetes, and mental health. This is done in cooperation with international NGOs and specialized volunteer doctors. Child Development Program. Education and awareness campaigns that include social educational games and recreational activities aimed at promoting international human standards among children and increasing their respect for differences and tolerance. Handicrafts workshops for Lebanese and Syrian refugee children, as well as providing them with a free space for expression, especially Syrian children who are traumatized by war conditions and the harsh experience they went through due to their displacement. Advocacy Program. This is made for improving municipality and central government's responsiveness to the needs and concerns of Tripoli citizens. We Will Not Be Forgotten campaign is an advocacy movement calling the High Relief Commission to fulfill its obligations and pay due compensation for families affected during the clashes of Jabal and Tabbani. This movement in Riyadh Salah Square succeeded in gaining a commitment from the General Secretary of the Commission to pay the compensation within a month. Unemployment Celebration is an advocacy movement done next to the Ministry of Labor. During the activity, there was negotiations with the Minister of Labor where we agreed on 2 points. First, recruiting 47 new candidates for the activation of the National Employment Office and renting 2 new offices in South and North. As we aspire for attaining utopia, the ideal city, very challenging steps need to be continuously taken. And thanks in no small part to the energy, inspiration, and vision of all our employees and volunteers, we will be always ready to take it further. Not to forget our funding and implementing local and international partners that make our achievements possible. Utopia, a challenging step towards social justice.